Hey, and welcome to Inacore Gaming. I don't often do War Robots videos that aren't the test server because a lot of reasons. One, I'm not very good War Robots player. Um, so, I mean, for me, my thinking is why have you watch somebody who's not very good? I mean, I can't imagine that's entertaining. If you want to watch War Robots videos and be entertained, watch Manny or Adrian or Islander. They come in first normally almost all the time. Um, they kill 17 guys a match. They're if you want to watch really good War Robots players dominate matches, then those are the guys you need to watch, not me. Um, I seldom come in first or second. Third, some. Fourth, some. Fifth, a lot. Sixth, a lot. So I consider myself a poor. I thought for a while that I was average, but I think that over time I've decided that I'm a poor player. It doesn't mean I don't enjoy it. I have a lot of fun playing War Robots, but I wish I was more talented, and I'm just not. I don't have the time in the game that they do either. I mean, I can make excuses all day. I'm not going to do that. I just don't really. And another thing is I don't play enough. I don't play. I don't enjoy it enough to play it more than. I mean, one time I was watching Manny, and Manny said if you're not making 1,000 cups a week, you're not playing enough. 1,000 a week, and I don't make 1,000 a week. If we look, I'm currently at a positive 9. So I am very, very, very far away from 1,000. Right? I'm at 9. So yeah. So you can see that my playing time is limited in this game. Anyway, enough of that. I did want to do one today, though. I wanted to show you some stuff. Like, they've started a new operation. Here is the new operation. It's called Dark Nebula. And they always give you the first level. And that's a million silver. Very welcome. If you unlock the operations pass for $15, or for $25. So for $15 you open it, for $25 you open it and get 8,000 operations experience. And so when you do that, what do you get? Well, if you open it, then you get access to the bottom line of rewards. Without it, so this is the free line, right? So without it, just by playing and making operations XP, you get the access to the top line. And if you pay $15, you get access to the bottom line. And apparently, first level is 400. So you figure 8, 12. And then pretty soon it changes. It doesn't show you, but it pretty soon changes from, it goes up, goes to, I don't know, who knows what it'll go to. Each, so far they've been different, but this number required for the level goes up, and so 8,000, I have no idea, but you might make level 10, maybe, or you might go higher, I don't know. But I figure at least, surely 8,000 would get you the first 10 levels. I mean, if they were each 400, you would get 20 levels, right? But I know there's no way you can make 20 levels. It'll have gone up by then. But for $25, you get, not only do you get the upper one, but you get the bottom one as well for $25. So wherever that cutoff is, you would get everything from that point backwards in both lines for your $25. For $15 all you would do is open this up. So you would get this right away, and then it would depend on how far you get here. But you would be getting both this prize, this award, and this award. This one and this one. This one and this one. See? So it looks to me like the last operation was the last two. I did the very first one. The very first one stopped at level 80. And at the end, from about 65 to 80, I was spending 5 to 6 hours a day making one level. So for those 15 levels, just for those 15 levels from 65 to 80 was probably 75 hours of time in the game. So I haven't done that again. Neither of the operations since then have been worth it to me. It's too much time. I'd love to have the stuff, but I don't have the time, or I'm not willing to put the time in. This is the first time that after the cutoff of 80 that they've given anything to the free players that get higher than that. So there's a legendary Al June pilot if you make it to 90, and you get a Hades if you make it to a level 100. But let's be real. If you're gonna make it to a level 100, why wouldn't you spend $14 and get all of this stuff? I mean, it's worth absolutely zero value in real life money. I mean, truly, nothing in any game, anywhere. Don't fool yourself. There's no game made that has any monetary value to you whatsoever. None. So never be fooled by saying, well, it's $14. Look at all the stuff you get for $14. All the stuff you get, these are not things. These are a picture on a screen. I mean, I hope you're smarter than that, and that you understand that this is not a thing. That is not a thing. It is not something you can hold in your hand. It's not something that that has any value whatsoever. Now, having said that, if you have $15 and you want to spend it and it increases your enjoyment of the game, then, I mean, why not? And I've certainly have spent money on games, but I never for once thought that there was any value that I got in return, anything of value from that money other than entertainment. I mean, I spend money to go to a movie. That's entertainment. I get nothing of value out of it except for entertainment. And it's the same thing for a game. All games, no matter what, they strictly have nothing but entertainment value. So, having said that, $14, look at all the stuff you get. Lots and lots of. We have silver, we have power cells, we have keys, boosters, gold, and I guess haven't counted it up, but I assume that you will end up with a Corona or two, a Scourge or two, 2 Halos for sure, there's half an Alguang right there. Half of it is right there. There's a Raven, 25% of a Raven, another 25% of a Raven. There's the other half, so there's a whole Raven. And you get a Hades, and you get a Phantom. And this Phantom is pretty nice. It has 10% more durability. So that's pretty cool. Not wild about the paint job, but it's not horrible. I mean, but so you know, I mean, certainly, I mean, when you start looking at it, if you want to just buy an Alguang, it's weird to me, but if that's what you want to do, that's $100. If you want to buy a Raven, they're cheaper than $100, but still 40, 50, 60, $75. I don't know. If you want a Phantom, that's $100. A Hades is $100. 10,000 silver is $10, maybe a little less. But there's another. That's 20, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 73, 83. That's like, say, $60 or $70 worth of silver. Gold. I mean, you're for value wise, for $15 is a great price to spend. And so if you're going to work at it and get yourself all the way to level 100, you might as well spend the $15. That's in America, by the way. It's more. The Canadian guys indicate that's a little more. I don't remember what the European guys are. So of course, it would be probably in euros. I'm not sure what the price is, but in America, that's $15 for all that stuff. And I think that's in the game. As far as the game goes, that's absolutely the best value of anything I've ever seen in the game. The $15 for the operation is absolutely the best value for your money in the game. I don't have enough of these, but there is this special delivery going on where you can ruin a Ravana or a Nightingale, or this new skin on the Invader, a Dragoon, an unbelievably overpowered something that it certainly doesn't need, Al June legendary pilot, which is crazy to see even in the game. Dragon Calamities, Dragon Blazes, Dragon Marquess, legendary skins for the Raven and the Behemoth, and then components for these new bots, power cells, gold. But every day, so how do you get these? You do these things. So every day there are these things which require you to play. I mean, 20,000 honor. I mean, the higher you're up in the leagues you are, the more honor you make. So, I mean, really, it's such, I guess it's like all games. The more you've put into the game, the longer you've played, the higher the level you are, the better the rewards are. That makes sense, I guess. I'd like to see all games everywhere sort of be good to the newbies. I mean, your experience, maybe that is being good to newbies. It doesn't take much experience to level up. It doesn't take much money to upgrade your first things. So maybe that's how they are good to the new guys. I have no gold because I just promoted some of the pilots. They had a sale on Falcons and Redeemers, $5 a piece. So I bought one Falcon and one Redeemer, $10. And yes, it has no value, but it does give me entertainment, and it'll be something that I'll probably have for as long as I play this account. This will be a bot that I'll use. So it will provide me more than $10 worth of entertainment over the next how many ever years. So I am working on a Spark until we just got that 1 million from the operations. You know, you'll see that I had 180 silver, 180,000 silver is all the silver I had. But I am working on a second Spark to put on this bot to replace the Punishers, which basically are no good. But I don't have enough silver to upgrade these things. 4 million to upgrade it to level 7. Unbelievably hard as a free player to make any advancement once you get to 7th, 8th level. It's just almost impossible. I shouldn't say that. It's not almost impossible. Play a lot. Play every day. Spend 8 to 10 hours a day playing one game, and you can make progress. That's what the guys who are so good, of course, they do it for a living. You know, that is, they have dedicated War Robots channels, and they are monetized. So their job is to play War Robots. So, you know, maybe if it was my job, I could put 8 hours a day into playing War Robots. Frankly, if you did, how could you enjoy that? How could you enjoy something that you feel like you have to do? I mean, there are times when I enjoyed my job, but there were a lot of times when the job was a job and it sucked having to be there and it sucked having to do that. Now, I did it, and I did it well because it paid for the roof over my head and it paid for the food that I eat. So, you know, it wasn't always fun. It was fun at times, but it wasn't always fun. And I don't want that to happen in a game. I play games for fun. I don't ever want a game to feel like a job. One of the reasons that EverQuest and World of Warcraft have never been something that I did as a raiding guy. We did it years ago as a group, but then after that, after those groups disintegrated and everything, every time I ever joined a guild, they were like, well, we meet 3 nights a week, 5 hours a night, and we demand that you be there or you can't be in the guild. And I'm like, so basically it's a job. 5 hours a night, 15-hour a week job. Whether you want to be there or not, you got to be there or you get kicked out of the guild. Huh? I mean, isn't that like a job? Well, to me, that's... And I understand, I guess, the commitment. They want people who are committed. But you ought to want people who want to be there and not tell them, be there or you're gone. Whatever. Just my point. Just my opinion. So, anyway, I am working on another Spark, and then I guess I will put on a Scourge. So this robot will have 2 Sparks and a Scourge. And then I don't know if I'll work on a robot to replace these Griffins or whether I'll work on weapons. Keep the Griffin and work on some better weapons for them. I may do that. I don't know. I'll have to decide that later on. Don't have to make that decision right now. That's about all I wanted to show you, I think. Oh, I wanted to mention, I did mention that I bought this Falcon, but obviously, see, the Redeemer's only 2nd level. The Falcon is only 2nd level, so it's not very effective at the moment. I am upgrading it, upgrading the Redeemer, then I'll upgrade the Falcon. Other than that, I think that's about it. I guess we'll do a couple of battles. Oh, that's right. That's the other thing I wanted to show you. So they've got a skirmish going on. It's pretty fun, and I think we will do that. We're going to run one of those battles. It's taking anywhere from 2.5 to 5, 6 minutes to get a battle. So what we'll do is we'll start, and then I'm going to pause the video here, and then I'll start it again once the battle actually once we get a battle, I'll come back to you guys. But for right now, we're going to pause and then just hang tight. Be right back. Okay, and we've received a battle, and we're going to go in to this skirmish. So this is a beacon rush. Wow. And so what we have is an Alkin horrible bot that has flamethrowers on it. 300, I mean, at least give me 600 meter weapons. I have 2 Cerberus, which I am not impressed with at all. I just really am not impressed with the Cerberus. The biggest problem is that the special ability is limited to 350 meters. biggest problem I see is like both models they've given you. They've given you one with Calamity Scourge and one with Dragoon Hussars. These are 600-meter weapons. So they know, so Pixonic knows that these robots are much better at ranged fighting than they are brawling, and yet the ability, the robot's ability is a 350-meter limit range. So a robot that has 600-meter weapons, this robot with 600-meter weapons has no use for its ability. Its ability is useless to it. That's a shame. This is a community robot. It ought to be one of the best robots in the game. They may not want it to be the best, but it should be in the top 5, the top 8, and it's not anywhere close. Now, if they were to, I mean, they put in a great support robot called the Nightingale. The Nightingale is a blast to play. I've played it. I've enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun. See, 6th place. I mean, I just not that great a player. But I mean, I did score better than 2, even though I came in last place. I did more damage than these 2 guys. Did more damage than this guy, and that's it. So just not a very good War Robots player, but I had fun, and that's what's really important in a game, right? Yeah, I mean it's very important to have fun, but I do believe you have more fun when you're good. Not being very good does take away some of the fun that you have. I believe that. But back to the Cerberus. The Cerberus is a flawed designed robot. Pixonic desperately needs to take the ability and up it to 600 meters. And I'm not the only one who's been telling them this. Many people are telling them the same thing, and they are not listening. Pixonic is not listening. And this is not the first time they have not listened to their players. They've made a great game. I enjoy playing it, but I have to say that I do not appreciate Pixonic's. I don't think they value their fans. They don't value the game as a game. They only value the game as a way to make money. And since they are a business, I can understand that. I can understand as a business they need and want to make money, but they're in the business of gaming. And I think it's a shame when any business, no matter what field they're in, when that business total focus is making money, and it doesn't matter what their customers want or what their customers say, then that business is in trouble. It is in trouble. Well, I mean, they'll make a lot of money. I mean, that's all, and since that's all they care about, that's what will happen. They'll make a lot of money, but eventually they'll alienate the largest majority of people who try, and their population will decline and decline and decline. There will be hardcore people who will stay no matter what they do, no matter what Pixonic does to them. They'll continue to play because they just enjoy it so much. And there'll probably be a few people straggling in that's never played. Oh, I never played that. Oh, I'm gonna try that, and they'll straggle and they enjoy it. But the largest majority of people will come. They'll see. They'll understand what a bad developer Pixonic, or I shouldn't say a bad developer, what bad behavior Pixonic exhibits towards their player base, and they'll leave. So you say, well, why do you still play? Well, I don't know. I enjoy it. I enjoy playing. And by the way, I don't play very much. Not very often. I just play sometimes, some limited amount. Do I spend a little money? Every once in a while I'll give them a little bit of money. but they'll never get rich off me. And I complain about them a lot. So maybe I should tell you the things that I enjoy about them. I enjoy the fighting. It's a challenge. It's not easy, but it's not overwhelmingly difficult. So I do enjoy playing this game. Let's one quick battle with this hanger, my hanger, and then we'll call this video complete. Don't guess I'll have to pause. It's only 21 seconds. Hopefully we'll get one pretty quickly in that time period. And so you can just hear me ramble on for a few seconds, right? You can put up with it, I bet. Beacon Rush. I don't really have my... Falcon is my tank, and it's not really ready yet to be a tank. It's just not really a tank yet. What I normally would like to do is rush to the center, pick up the center, and then slap the tank in there and hold it for as long as possible, you know. That would be very there, and then it's terrible, horrible in the world. What is going on with my team? I don't understand. I'm over there occupying 3 beacons, and my team is losing beacons. I mean, gee whiz, that's just crazy. Crazy.
Titan Slayer.
And defeat. 5th on the team. 4 kills and 2 beacons. 677,000 damage. And 5th. Why did I score such low honor? With 4, I mean, I scored. He did a little more damage, but he made twice as much honor. Same kills, same number of beacons, 300,000 more damage, and he scored almost 3 times, 2.5 times more honor than I did. Why? What was up with that? We lost. They were player down. We had 2 people that did 1,000,000 damage. Why did we lose that one? People didn't play very well. This guy had 6 kills, no beacons. 3 kills, 1 beacon, 2 beacons. We didn't do the beacons. 6 beacons and 4 beacons. So they really played their beacons. Oh well. Well, I wish I was a better player. Obviously, I'm not. I don't have the skill set. I'm sure you could learn. Maybe I get better over the years. I'm not even a year into playing, I don't think. I don't think I've been playing a year. Maybe a year. I don't think so, though. And I don't play enough. So it may be many, many years before I can be any good at this game. And I may never. I may have to face the fact that I'm just not a good player. But I don't know if it'll ever stop being fun. If it ever does, I'll quit in a heartbeat. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching me be mediocre. Again, if you want to watch really good players, tune into. There's links on my channel to those, all 3 of those guys' channels: Manny, Adrian, and Islander. They all play very well. I enjoy watching them. I'm sure that you will too if you enjoy watching guys really dominate. Now, Manny and Adrian, they both have battle rec accounts, which means that they have completely maxed out robots with completely maxed out weapons, completely maxed out modules, and completely maxed out pilots. So they have the very best of everything that you can have. And with it, they dominate very. But I think that they can show you pretty quickly, both of them, that their skill really helps them achieve what they do. Not just the overpowered robots that they use, which they have. Both of them also have accounts of their own that they sometimes put on their channels, and they do very, very well with those accounts as well. And they're not totally maxed out accounts, but they're still. So I mean, they are very talented. I don't want to try to take anything away from them because they have access to the best equipment, they also bring to the table a tremendous amount of talent and skill. So if you enjoy war robots and you enjoy watching people just smack people around big time, which I do, I encourage you to watch Manny and Adrian. Now, Islander doesn't have a battle rec account that I know of, but his stuff is, I mean, he's worked at it long enough and hard enough to, and he's been in the game for years, and his equipment is top notch. He does have the top level equipment, and he also has a lot of skills after 5-6 years of playing, whatever it is. And so those 3 guys really do shine. There are other War Robots players that do YouTubes that are really good that are out there as well. Those are just the 3 that I've spent some time watching. I know there are other guys that are really good that play as well. Foggy Gaming, Kitty WR, Predator WR. All those guys are really good. And they do have tutorials and things they can show you how they do their stuff. I've watched a lot of that, but apparently don't have the skills needed to apply it very well. Anyhow, hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed making it. I do enjoy the game. Don't want to give you the... I know I complain a lot about War Robots because I think they have a lot of things wrong, but I don't want to give the impression that I don't enjoy it. I obviously do. There's plenty of videos on the channel that show you that I do play this game and I do enjoy the game, and I encourage you to do it as well. And if you want to spend money, give your money to Pixonic, more power to you. If you don't, it's going to be a lot harder, but it is possible. It's just it's very difficult to do. But and I think that's one of the things Pixonic needs to address. Is they should. I understand that if people are going to give you money, you have to give them something of value, and I do that with quotes around it because again, there's no value. But anyway, you have to give them value for their money. But you don't have to make it so hard for the free-to-play players. I mean, I understand that you're saying, well, if we don't make it hard for them, then what value can we give to our pay-to-win players? If we don't make it hard for the free guys, how can it takes? If we made it easy for them, then who would ever want to give us money? Because it's so easy to do it free. Why would you ever spend any money? And I understand that. But they've made it so incredibly difficult. And of course, I guess that's why they feel like they can charge you $100 for one robot, which is, of course, completely ludicrous. I mean, I spent $5 for this robot, and they want you to spend $100 for a robot? Absolutely out of their minds. However, I say they're out of their minds, and yet they're the ones who are going to the bank. $90 million, I think, last year, something like that. That's what I've heard. I have no idea. Those are just rumors that I'm repeating. But if true, $90 million they put in the bank last year from people giving them money. So anyway, shoot, maybe I need to create a War Robots game. Just kidding. I don't have the programming skills necessary to create a game. But so I'm just a user, and a complainer, and a critiquer, and an enjoyer, and a player, and part of the community. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the commentary. Leave me a like and a comment, and consider subscribing to the channel and clicking the notification bell so you get notified of upcoming videos. At the end of all my videos, I want to encourage you to find a place of worship where you feel both comfortable and welcome. Go there regularly. Experience the community that's there. Go there with an open heart and an open mind. Listen to what they have to say. Experience the things that go on there. And I believe that you can find that to be both a rewarding and a fulfilling experience. It absolutely has been for me. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed it. Come back and see me again soon. Until next time, see ya.